A new franchise mode, realistic looking sidelines, a game that is fully cross-play, new physics engines, mass substitutes, matchup, new ratings, on defense, off defense. So many things to talk about in this video about the new Madden 24, so let's proceed to the video. Madden 24 is about a couple of months from now and the news is starting to roll left, right and center. Before we proceed with the video, we have to understand there are two games, one is old gen and one is current gen. So let's find out what's coming to which generation. In the past couple of years, it has been a problem with the community understanding what will happen to the Madden franchise when the next generation consoles arrive. Frankly, my friends, that time is now. You know, there's a new problem in the mix as well. It's PC. PC might be next gen this year, so the community is not expecting what might be the reality this year. Listen carefully. The PC will have the next generation version, while the other two gens will have two types of games. What will be inside those games? Let's find out. For the third year in the row, we'll have two different Madden games. Before the next gen consoles released, we never had this issue, but after the next gen consoles, EA had to go in and find out a solution to cover the majority of its public, which is still on the PS4 and Xbox 360 in many nations out there, and the PS5 being completely rare commodity as of now. The next generation version will be a different one. You remember those days when Xbox players used to have the same game as PS4, but now after these next generation consoles, things have started to change because of the new technology they can support and the type of graphics they can deliver. They can and they should try and settle all the gamers who have these consoles to the new generation. If you remember Madden 21, where it's all started, so Madden 21 released on the current gen consoles in September and everybody was expecting the similar release, but in the midway near the December time, they released a next generation version which was mostly released on the Xbox Series S because that was the first console to release in the market. When the game released on these consoles, most features did get in, but the field sense, the newer movement technology, the player movement system was all different. There were a few different things like the Super Bowl celebration, the pre-match cinematics, and a lot of things inside the game that was slightly more polished in the next gen. Things that stayed the same in both games will be the features which were the face of the game, like Ultimate Team, Franchise Mode, and all of the game modes that we know did exist in both games. Yo, the same thing will happen this year, so please don't get your hopes high. If you have PS4 at your disposal, the game will be most likely a polish of Madden 21, whereas Madden 24 will keep moving further away and away from the older gen console. There will still be some updates, let's say in the game mode sections, you might change how the game modes work, but when it comes to the new features, the new technology, they're all being researched for the new gen rather than the old gen. There's another thing, there's a catch here. You know that Madden, when it was upgraded from PS3 to PS4, it only went on for 4 years. So that makes it, this is going to be the last year where we get Madden on PS4. So if you have a PS4, boy, you need to upgrade next year. Looking at the previous pattern, that is. Did you see the game last year that they released? Nothing, absolutely nothing was changed. And all the focus was on the next gen. Madden 21, so close to the next gen console. Madden 22, where's the difference started and people started realizing, oh, there's something wrong here. Madden 23, it was a huge difference between the two games, and Madden 24, it's going to be even more, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a very, very different game for both the consoles. The optimism of the community is what counts here. Everybody I see in the comment section always hyping up saying, yeah, they'll add that in PS4 in a bit, but it's not going to happen. They won't add those features because the PS4 is not capable of those features, and frankly, even if it was, EA would not do that because they want the players to switch to the next gen so that they can make more milk for their breads. Since the newer consoles are available now and the older tech, since it's just dying technology and people are not staying on the older consoles and upgrading themselves to the newer ones, on the side of developers, I do understand that it's not the right way to move forward when it comes to releasing their
multiplayer games. Is PS4 still capable of having a good time? Obviously, PS4 is still one of the best consoles ever released in the last generation, but people are moving on to the next gen, and the companies do have to deliver that way as well. Why would you release a game for a console where people will leave more and more each year from that console? Some of the stuff that I'm hearing, the news that is floating around, a lot of the stuff is going to be exclusive to the new gen console. Anything related to the movement, to the animation, to the hair engine, to the physics engine, something that moves on your screen is going to be exclusive to the next gen. We'll see franchise mode being upgraded on both consoles, that's for sure, and some of the modes and maybe the unlocks throughout the franchise season, you'll see a similarity with the old gen and the new gen, but otherwise don't expect much here. If you're a serious gamer and you buy this game year in year out, there is absolutely no point right now to just wait for Madden to release it on the current gen. Just upgrade yourself to the next gen, because that's what's going to happen. If you have upgraded already, tell me in the comment section below, when did you buy which console and are you happy with your next gen upgrade? Another point I have to add here, if when your friends move over to the next gen, you have no choice but to move over with them as well. So it's a community effort when you upgrade from a console to the other. And with crossplay coming up this year, I doubt they'd be adding crossplay inside old gens. Who do that? So the crossplay will be for the next gen and for the PC, thus creating a huge player base when it comes to Madden on the next gen. If you cannot afford to buy the next gen console, PC might be the best option this year, because all you have to do is just buy the game off the store, and if you have a decent PC, then you'll have decent performance to play on without buying a console and still enjoying players who are playing on the console that most likely might be your friends.